What is going on, guys? Hope you're enjoying your extended stay at home through this pandemic. I know it can be some tough trial and error times for some of us. Just keep your heads high and we'll all pull through this together. It shouldn't be that too big of a deal, hopefully. I know there's some recent closures and stuff, but it is what it is. So with that being said, I decided to mix up today's episode just a little bit. I've had a few questions on like behind the scenes and like how I shoot a video to the full system. So I thought today would be a fun day to dive right on into them creative juices and dish this one up for you guys. So also, those of you wondering, on the Montana Ice Tour 2.0, videos will be dropping March 25th, 5 fresh episodes. It's going to be fun. Strap in, buckle up, get ready to buck, boys. You ain't going to want to miss it. So without any further ado, let's get right into the behind the scenes. Step number 1 to making a video. I get up and I go make coffee. Step number 2. I get back to my desk and I come up with an idea. Step number 3. I write that idea down. Step number 4. I proceed to think about that idea. Step number 5. I walk my ass downstairs. Step number 6, I turn the lights on. Step number 7, proceed to clean and vacuum. Step number 8, I set everything up. Step number 9, lights, baby. Step number 10, I set up the camera and I decide what and how I'm gonna shoot it. Step number 11, action. Press and play, getting the job done. Step number 12, eject SD cards. Step number 13, walk my ass back upstairs. Step number 14, sit down at my computer. Step number 15, open my laptop. 16, download and organize all of my footage. Step number 17, input into Final Cut Pro. Step number 18, wait. Golly, dude. That's the one thing I hate about like huge 4K files. Massive amounts of data, you know? Like absurd amounts of data. 4K just takes forever. Unless it's like a professional video, then I'll do 4K. But other than that, YouTube does not need it. The GH5 has some insane 1080p footy. So for anyone who actually knows what that means, you understand. If you don't, well, you're gonna have to do some learning. Haha. Step number 19, edit. Step number 20, sound check everything. Step number 21, color correction. Step number 22, export from Final Cut Pro and import to YouTube. Alrighty, here we go. A little pop top. A little pop top, a little citrus mistress, huh? A little leftover from the Montana Ice Tour, buddy. Come on. So yeah, while that uploads, let's go downstairs and chat about the rest of today's video, which is going to be the Illinois DNR shutting down their like fishing pretty much. So let's go. Ooh, hell yeah. That'll work. We just need some lights now, eh? Oh, that is like 10,000 times better, you know? Hey? Hey? Oh, I had to grab my phone. Whew. Oh, yeah, boys. Isn't that a freaking riot, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and sit down on the chair here. We're gonna have a little chat, a little fireside, eh? A little fireside with the citrus mistress, or however that's pronounced, eh? So, here's the deal. Whew, okay guys, so a little update on the situation here in Billings. It looks to be almost the same. Supplies are running low on some things, but at the same time, other things are still fully stocked. So I wouldn't freak out too much. They're gonna get things restocked. I believe they're hiring people at Albertsons like on the spot. So if you're looking for a job, might not be a bad place to start, eh? I think they're hiring you like on the spot too. So Albertsons is hiring. So there's some other places that are looking for work too. Like I'm sure Walmart would hire you on the spot as well, because their store is almost empty. But today's video, like I said, Illinois, hold on, I'm going to turn on my screen record here. Here's the thing. As you guys can tell from my screen, I'm recording it on the screen right now. All Illinois state parks closed due to COVID-19 outbreak. The thing about this that means no fishing is that if the state closes all of the recreation sites, like all the camping sites and all the access sites to waterways, all the public ones, well then in essence they're pretty much limiting, you know, our access to those, which means you can't go fishing. Obviously, this is a precautionary measure just to keep people at home and not to spread more of this virus that they think is getting spread by people going fishing. But it just goes to show that, like, if the government's going to shut down pretty much everything else, schools, restaurants, like voting, it makes sense for them to shut down, like, recreation too, just because if they don't want people wandering around, well, I guess they got to keep them at home and not wandering around the lake. It doesn't make much sense to me because the lake is probably the safest place for you to be. But yeah, you guys, the DNR, they closed all of their recreational sites. Let's check out another article here. All state parks across. Encouraged to call Illinois Department of Natural Resources Parks Administrative Line through Monday through Friday with questions. These closures statewide include Rock Creek State Park, both in Ogle County. Let's check the Daily Herald, eh? Yeah, see, there it is. I'm going to close all facilities, including trails. So, like, that's another great example. Even trails. You can't even go hiking. Fish and wildlife areas, recreational areas, and historic sites. One's home are absolutely necessary to slowing the progression. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it does make sense. That's a pretty drastic jump for a state to do that, but it is all based on what the state wants to do. So if the state wants to close its parks, it can do that. There's no amount of federal lands can be closed on a very rare status, but if your state decides to do it, they can close it. It doesn't mean anyone else is affected outside Illinois. It just means the people inside Illinois can't do it, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, you guys, I don't know what that means to the rest of us. Hopefully Montana does not close our state parks, because I know I will probably be out there fishing or traveling around, which I guess puts me at risk for COVID-19 and puts others at risk to an extent, but I guess I don't know that I'm not, like, infected with it. So who knows, guys? This whole thing's pretty insane, if I might say so myself. Stay safe out there, keep positivity high, and we'll get through this together. Hopefully they don't close out fishing for us here in Montana or anyone else in the United States, because that just sucks. That just sucks. Especially since we all get to stay home, like, we all want to go fishing. It's springtime. There's a spring bite ready to be had. So yeah, guys, I don't know. This is just a short little vlog. Hopefully you enjoyed the behind the scenes. Hopefully this Illinois closure doesn't last too long, because there's some great fishing in Illinois. I know some fellow YouTubers are down there just probably real butthurt about this whole thing. So cheers to you guys. Stay safe out there. Yeah, tie lines, make it rain. We'll see you next time. Chuck it to